Hello everyone. Welcome. Make sure my audio's all good on this. Have some background music playing here for you. It doesn't look like it's coming through as I've selected. Okay. Perhaps if I do that. Nope, no desktop audio. There we go. Got some desktop audio. Hey, Zoc. Welcome. Always happy to have you in chat. Always happy to spam those emails. Have to do it from my my other account. Zoc has great emotes. If you don't already follow Zoc on Twitch, I absolutely recommend you go do that, and go do that as soon as possible. What we're doing today is I am doing some deck testing. Now, Karen couldn't join us today. She's indisposed, but you got me. So lucky you. And we have a few candidates that I'm interested in trying. One of them I can get it swapped over here. Now I won't reveal my full spreadsheet that I have for the NKFL because I don't want to give away all my secrets just yet. Maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see how the stream goes. Maybe I'll give away all my secrets. Hey, 1-star peeps. Welcome. Gotta spam those emotes in chat. Got those BTTV emotes as well, so we can vibe. No Zoc emotes yet. Soon TM, as they say. My favorite emote Zoc is definitely the Moorwolf. I love the Moorwolf emote. It's very good. What's the inspiration for the Zoc lol emote, by the way? Would love to know that one. Well, I don't need to subscribe, but you do have some pretty dope emotes. So here we go. I've got some decks that I'm pulling up that I'm considering. The Zoc lol. Yeah, the Zoc lol. That one. That was auto-made by Twitch. Interesting. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. I know I still have to work out my own, what do you call it? Affiliate status. Because I did reach affiliate status on the Fudgenator Twitch channel. So that was done. I just have to fill in the tax forms, and I think that's good to go. But I'll get this switch over. You've been looking at the Swindle Chronicles page long enough. So you get to see an untitled spreadsheet now. Lucky, lucky. And I'll get this. Subs are required. 1-star peeps, yeah. Subs are required. I don't know why this still says Keyforge Revival Stream. But that is fixed. Done. So these are the these are 6 decks that I'm considering bringing. I've got some notes on them in the side if anyone's interested in reading them. I know you can't really see it with my camera. Where it is, I'm not going to move that though. The big ones today is we've got Kame, which is probably going to be coming into my lineup. Kame is a super interesting one. One of the new ones that I'm actually really excited to bring in though, I'll probably try and be testing either these 2 today. Hey Dinobot, how is it going? Got some Dinobot emotes in the chat maybe? Got some Dinobot love. Also a very good streamer, so is 1-star peeps. If you don't follow him already, go and toss him a follow. So we've got Kame here, which is probably coming in. And Anxious Pirate 2. We have literally all the streamers. So maybe not all of them, but we've got lots of streamers. Anxious Pirate in the chat too. Go follow them. They do great stuff. Anxious Pirate and I have to we'll be having an NKFL sealed battle at some point. I know it's been a really busy week for everyone involved. But here we've got Kame. I'll just be playing I'll be playing random games tonight. So if people want to, if we want to do viewer games or something, happy to do that. Put that in the title. I don't remember if we can play your Saturday evening. That actually does not work for me, Anxious Pirate. Because it is I know you have an exam. I know you've been prepping for that. It's Thanksgiving weekend for me on Friday evening. I can play. Yes, my Friday evening I can play. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and then after that I'm going on holiday. And for the next week, and I won't really have internet access. So, and like my family does Thanksgiving on Saturday, and I know like my girlfriend's coming up for it. So if we can aim for Friday night, that'd be perfect. That'd be absolutely wonderful. I'm try to get all my stuff done for this week. Double Prince Derek, yes, Double Prince Derek and 16 creatures, and that can actually be really, really nice to do stuff with the Bouncing Death Quark, with the double Archimedes. Yeah, I'm testing for NKFL today, Anxious Barrett. That's exactly what I'm doing. The Sanctum is super nice, Blinding Light, Doorstep of Heaven. It might not look. I mean, the real card here is Martian Generosity. If I can highlight it, yeah, Martian Generosity is the real workhorse in this deck. And notably, it has Gluxal Perforator and Double Mars Firsts. So, this deck in the right matchup, if it does its thing, I've been testing it a little bit. I ran my internal solo tournament. And the deck that actually, it was just a Swiss. It was 16 decks. I did a Swiss, so not super scientific. But the deck that actually went 4-0 in the Swiss is actually this one, which is Sir Basilisk Winkler. This is actually from the sealed adaptive that Karen and I did. And this one, I believe, I don't remember the exact score, but I'm pretty sure this one, it did win. And it can be, it has a Legacy Rock Grub too. This one can do a ton of work. This one is hard to deal with. So these are the 2 I'm going to be primarily testing today. If anyone wants to play a game, always welcome to hop into one. So why don't we get a game? Password is no competitive. I'll make it better title than that. What's your lineup? Not a ton. So not a ton. Again, game link is here if anyone wants to join. I'll just toss that in chat. If anyone wants to join, there it is. But I think my current lineup was going to look sort of the same. It's going to look like I have a core 4, I imagine. I don't have a ton of decks to be able to play around too much. But it's going to be a core 4. You know, Margaret. I'm giving you all my secrets already. Margaret's going to be coming back. Judge is coming back. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone if they're doing any scouting. Margaret's coming back. Judge is coming back. Mechanical Samir is coming back. We have a game. Oh, got Big Zed. So here we can do game. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you mentioned that when we talked last during our game anxious part. You said you were looking to go a different direction, mostly because you said you had decks that were coming in still in the mail when you made your lineup. I won't talk that. But so I'm interested to see what you bring in. Did you promote to Silver, Anxious Pirate? So this is Basilisk, okay? I think we're okay calling logos here. Let's see what they've brought. That's fair, Anxious Pirate. I mean, it is hard. So you did promote. Awesome. Awesome. So I won't be having to deal with your nasty lineup this time. Because I certainly did not. So we got Double Pismire, Keyfrog, Fangtooth Cavern, Ghost Hawk, Proclaimed, Darkwave, Johnny Longfingers. Looks like a lot of mutants. Triple Subject Kirby, Velt Jericho. That's a lot of long-finger mutants. We'll start off with Sloppy Lab Work. Do we even want to do that? Or do we just start off with Dis and draw 2 cards? How likely do we think they are to have Seed? We just drop Cinder. I think we'll just drop this. I'm still learning the deck. We'll drop that. Ooh, and that Untamed isn't gonna be anti-rush. That's fair. I feel like anti-rush is something that I don't know if that's worth teching for. You know, I'm not necessarily convinced that's worth teching for, but maybe. So we lose 2 amber there to gain 2 amber, but we do go straight to 4. That Fandangle does require an answer. You know, that Fangtooth Cavern, if they don't play any creatures, that's going to take it out. So let's see what they vandalized. They discarded Implosion, it looks like. Yeah. Perplexing Sophistry. Doesn't do anything there, that's nice. They discard Fidget, yeah, okay. So here do we go? I don't want to discard it. It makes this deck is hard. Well, I know Ganus had definitely brought that up. Ganusa definitely put that up there. That's also fair. I also think high roll decks really help you punch up in matchups where if you're not favored. At least that's sort of how I view that. Heavy control is something I have a real hard time finding good heavy control decks. I have one heavy control deck that we might test out tonight. I'm not super hot on it. It's this one. It's a Coda deck that I like. I don't like this board. But I think we just call Logos and try and get these out. 2 to 3 at best. That, you know, I think that's a good number. I think it's nice to have like some reliable pieces in there still. So no, I think I should be keeping 4 is what I should be aiming for. Basically, the ones like as Jericho, Margaret, Samir, and Judge are gonna stay. Like those 4 are gonna stay, and then it's sort of filling in the last 2 pieces that I'm not entirely certain of yet. This looks like all too many. This looks like way too many creatures. If I could get my gateway, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, wait, this one doesn't have a gateway. It sort of sucks when I wonder what SAS this is. For some reason, I think if we're playing Big Zed, I don't think they're playing anything low SAS. Yeah, this is a ton of... Hello? Scroll. Worlds Collide Brobnar is no joke. Like, Worlds Collide Brobnar is good. No cap. Like, it's straight up good. Got Torado and that. Man, I don't know. I think we let them forge this turn. I sort of just... I don't know how we deal with this board now. Because the Scene Basilisk is pretty good. But not that good. You know, I think this is a bad matchup for it. And then we're going to look at this deck. It's an 88 SAS. That 16 speed, 19 creatures. Yeah, triple subject Kirby. Not too bad. Pretty similar stats overall, I think. The Kirby's look like they do a lot of work in that deck, and the Val Jericho does a lot. So can we get rid of the Val Jericho somehow? We can kill it here with the Cinder, which I'm actually pretty tempted to just go ahead and do. Or, you know, like we could Torado. What we could do, but I just think we sort of just sack, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a Lyco Island, so it already has Skirmish. I think we go, but this is a bad, man, this is, it feels so bad. I don't know, I think this is we'll call Logos here. I'm not convinced of this draw at all. Okay, we drew to the Cronus. We draw that, we hit this, we archive our Pandemonium. We'll give it 2 armor. We'll draw here, draw there. Okay, we drew our Savage Clash. They still forge, unfortunately. I would love to see some more Worlds Collide Brobnar. There's some really good Worlds Collide Brobnar suites out there. Like, unironically, Worlds Collide Brobnar, if it's in there, if you got the right stuff, it's like there's good cards in there. There's just a lot of not good stuff, and has a trouble doing what it wants to do and accomplishing its own goals. So I totally understand that part, but it definitely can be good and do a lot of work. But, you know, this is certainly good NKFL testing. And next turn, hopefully we can go more, rough. Like, you know, maybe we can finally do, our Savage Clash. I think Pandemonium here would be good, because we don't have a ton, and then how... So we're gonna have to kill... Do they have their own board wipe they're gonna play? Making them waste a use there is really good. So I think we could sort of have to deal with the Johnny, because they're most powerful, right? Yeah, it's okay. This should be a genuinely pretty good Savage Clash turn, and we'll keep Torado around. So I think it'll be fine. Savage Clash, we'll keep that, and we keep our Torado. Yep. Okay, now we actually need it, but, you know, it's something. One of the decks that I'm also considering bringing is Vervet. And the reason I like Vervet is because Vervet does really well into board flood decks like this. With Dinobot, I know you've played this. You've played against him with this deck. I brought this to Kagi, but it does a really good job of against our board flood with the triple unlock gateways and the really big Brobnar board. And generally just does a really good job of keeping boards down. Cool. Well, yeah, that's game. So that's nice. Keep that in hand. We will Mark of Dis your Valgerico. Pandemonium. Play that down. Play the armor. Play Picaroon. Easy. I'll play that down, just for fun. And GG. And that is the game. So that's that one. I don't think that was necessarily a good showing. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think was that 3 Kirby's in the same turn? Maybe. That was pretty crazy. Only sometimes when I play it. So that's that one. We'll get a new game in here. Kind of competitive again. Let's get that in there. Get a new game. What do you want to? Which deck do we want to play here, chat? Do you want to play Vervet, Kame? Oh, we played a match with Basilisk. We'll play a match with Kame. Ah, we got a Gorlami. Now, Gorlami did beat me in the NKFL. So we'll see if Kame here can do what I want it to do. This is a Barrister. Gorlami, hey, want to start peeps? That is, you're in the Swindle Dust Chronicle chat. I think that we're not impartial here, but we are partial toward me. This is a Barrister deck with Barrister Joya. Oh, Joya. I love the flavor of that. Her word is law. Let's hope I can deal with it. That's maybe annoying. Let's see what we got. Triple Call Avoid. Start the game. No. Oh, I can't. No, I can't keep this. God, that is annoying. Alright, let's see what they have in store for us. So first to last, Hammer. Larry. Taxing Journey, Cleansing Wave, Doorstep to Heaven. Okay, so they do have that. They got Gak. Lady Arena. They got Triple Call, the Void, and Countersuit. Again, Countersuit for Joya. Ooh, Double Frigorific Rod. This deck looks awesome. Oh, this deck looks awesome. Chosen One, Sherman. Wow. Man, this looks so fun. I love that. Okay, well, we'll see what we can get out here. We'll start off with Logos. Mostly just cycling these for now. Again, looking to set up a good Martian Generosity. Wouldn't be super surprised here though if we'll call Mars. Do that. Get Collector Room down. Okay, so I'm all getting it away. We did draw into Martian Generosity here at... I would really, really like both the Martianologist in the Collector Room here to win some, get some Prince Derek value. It would be a really 5-head play if they didn't let it live. Okay, so here we call Sanctum. We actually, unironically, we don't want Collector Room having power. So we put that over there. Get that on the left. We play the Derek. Play the Derek. Play this creature to deploy left, to play here. And we'll fight with the Collector Worm. there. So Lady Lorena is no longer... That Lady Lorena is mine. First or last? To purge... Ah, that's a good purge. Not much we can do there, but is good. And do we forge? Joya is down. But we can actually crash that with our Prince Derek there. Oh, no? Oh, no. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. Okay. Okay. Well, we still forge here. And we do call Sanctum. You may get her back yet. Sanctum Guardian is gonna kill that, though. Oh, okay, perfect. We got the... I don't think they have any discard in there, but we have the Proliferator Mars First combo in hand. So there's certainly something to be said about going back into Sanctum next turn, and, oh, never mind. Lol. Gak. So here we're just going to be Martian Generositying for 4. Oh, they gave us a... For 10, I guess? Yeah, okay. So here we call Mars. We don't take our archives. I play Martian Generosity. Flotsam Spike doesn't do what I want it to do, does it? No, now that is Exterminate. First I'll play Flotsam Spike. Then I'll play Glixel Proliferator. Then I'll play Mars first, and I'll Reap, and I'll tuck that Martian Generosity back in. Then I'll play that. And I'll do 2 damage there. That on the left. And then I think I'm actually fair. Exterminate doesn't kill anything, and I won't be drawing, so I think we just do that. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Floximal is exactly the right emote here. I don't know why I put Mindworm not on the flank there. That was absolutely misplay. They're gonna exhaust my Proliferator here anyways. Okay, I was dead anyways. So here we call Logos. And call Logos. You're gonna Eureka. I know we could binate, but we're gonna Eureka. Doesn't get us what we want. But we can get our Archimedes down. We can get our Sutterkin down. And I will be discarding this Binate Rupture to draw. And the Ambervac there is certainly worth a look at. Right now we've got a pretty good Sanctum that we'll probably end up going into. Shifting Battlefield. They're sacrificing Glebe. Man, I just need like to not. Glebe is really, really good. Can we call Sanctum here? Play that. We Blinding Light, Unfathomable. It'd be Blinding Light, Starlines. I think it'd be Blinding Light, Unfathomable. We get out Protect the Weak, and we play Doorstep, and I'm gonna Shield of Justice my Joya just because. Glebe can be really sad. If Glebe doesn't get the support, Glebe is really sad. And here we raise the tide. What's in our draw? Resonator and all that? Oh, if that's a BDQ though, do I mind it? I'm gonna be drawing 4, so the odds of getting that in 6 with 4 success chances is really high. And a standardized testing. Oh, standardized testing will only kill the chosen one. I'll raise the tide, and I'm raising the tide to threaten, because we're gonna Martial Generosity eventually. But if you draw one last card, that's now 5. We draw 3, so I think we just say no. And we didn't draw the death. Okay. Yeah, I know, that's exactly the problem, Ketzer, is that if more of these were actually Aquans, it'd be great. They're gonna bounce Beam Buckler. Pretty good, pretty good. Man, I really wanted... Well, I think we still call Mars here and we just don't take our archives. Just to take them off check. Play the Exterminate, we kill the Sutterkin, because why not? Get down the Mother Gun. Okay, there's our Death Quark. We take them off check. We'll bring our Logos back. We'll kill the Resonator. We'll get the Archimedes down. Get the Archimedes down. We'll get our Resonator archived. Because we have a major Amber Pinata. Oh, because they have multiple. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, okay. Well, here I think we still go Logos, and we need the creature. For the BDQ. Or can we just kill one? BDQ kills just one creature. It just doesn't repeat the effect. if I'm correct on that. Then we can get the... Is it worth it to kill it just to kill the... Because it will kill the Chosen One, and will kill... It will destroy one thing. Thank you, Dinobot. So we'll call Logos. Here we still don't take the archives. This is a lab work. So we're going to play standardized testing. Well, lab work there. Bouncing Death Quark there. Get that down. They can forge. Let me do the Death Quark again. So they'll tax for 3. So they'll tax for the full 9 there. Oh, an encounter suit. So a forge for yellow. That's actually that's a really good tax. Oh, oops. So here we can do, say we can't kill Walmart that way. And then we can call Sanctum. Don't need any of those. Yeah, I think we just call Sanctum. We Blinding Light their Star Alliance. We play Joya. We Hallowed Shield the Joya. Protect the Weak the Joya. We Smite Joya to fight. That Smite only deals 2 damage. And I think we just... That'll put it to 5. Because we could fight here. But if the tide's not raised, it's not like they're going to get back. So we'll fight there and kill it. Okay. Brain Drain. That's actually okay. I actually don't necessarily want anything in my hand. Probably standardized testing. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's actually okay. I don't necessarily want anything in my hand. Exhausting the Babble, and the Mother Gun. Good calls. Because this will be a generosity turn, I think. We generosity for 8. We could Binate Rupture to 6. That's not good though. So I think this is a Mars. I think we take our archives. We Martian Generosity. Okay. We get our Beam Buckler. We Mars first our Beam Buckler. Do we Reap? Because we can't actually fight that out, right? No, yeah, so I think we just Reap. Mars first there. I was hoping to hit a Proliferator with that. But regardless, we go into our next turn. Yeah, there's a little arena. There's the lake. We also didn't hit our doorstep, which is something I'd really like to see. I kind of was hoping for a hit here, or hit here, just something. So here we just have to sort of ignore them. And, you know, we go Logos. First things first is we play Eureka. Play the Archimedes. We play the Sutterkin. Play that. We bouncing Death Quark to hit here. Hit the Archimedes. We say yes to hit there. Hit the Beam Buckler. We say no. We discard our Binary Rupture. End our turn. Ask them to check us. We have, you know, we have that in hand. First or last to purge Archimedes. Okay, so they won't go to check themselves, right? No, okay, they do go check themselves. Okay. That's the it for Amber Control, right? Just didn't have quite enough. Yeah, okay. So just not quite there on the Amber Control front. Otherwise, that was doing pretty good. Here we could go Logos and clear their board. It doesn't do much, but we'll call Logos, take the Archives. Well, none of those are actually what we needed, so it's all good. We'll lab work out that standardized. Play the Sutterkin. Say GG. Their deck looks sick. Just want to see that. That was pretty cool, actually. I like that. Yeah, it's a very close one. Man, the Chosen One with Encounter Suit sounds so gross. Man, dirty. Yeah, exactly. So here, so we got to win with Kame. We didn't win it. We didn't win. Sorry. We played with Kame. We played with Basilisk. We gotta play with Vervet. Maybe I'll choose one that hasn't been featured. Yeah, thanks. Thank you too. Maybe we'll do one that hasn't been featured before. We can try. We can get some games in with Visago. Visago might be a good one to play. Because Visago has no password. Visago is really cool because Visago has if I go to my decks of Keyforge here, Visago has it's in the 70s. Here we go. Visago. Visago's pretty cool. We'll try that one out. The thing I like the most about Visago is it has a really live, like I said, if anyone wants to hop in a game here, I'll put a link in chat, but always welcome, no password. Visago has double life wards. It doesn't have super good C, but man, the Brobnar is really nice. It's got a Time Traveler, it's got a Dysania, it's got a Restaurant Guntus, Charette. The double banish is really nice into stuff like Ludos and things. It's less good into the stuff with really good play effects. Like I'm not gonna banish a Ghost Hawk or a Kirby or something, but the Might Makes Right in this deck, unless you're playing like really high C decks, almost always goes off. Because the Might Makes Right just works like a charm. The life wards are really nice disruption. Quite like it. To say Restaurant Guntus, of course, good card. Less good, of course, with no so Restaurant Guntus is obviously worse against decks that have a lot of ping damage that can just deal with one power creature. So play a game with the Visago, and then maybe we'll play a game with the Misses of Winter Lake Isle. A here is a problem. I think in the Kame games, I think I have to be really much more careful with how I use my... Hello again. Well, we'll see if I don't think Visago... If they bring the same thing, Visago can't deal with that. That's not the purpose of a Sago. We got Big Z in the house again. Big Z, as I normally would say, but I know it's not. No, I know it's not how they pronounce it. Got a Worlds Collide, Zilia Truth Ghost Staff, Double Golden Spiral, Double Philophosaurus, Tribute, Exile, Hit and Run with Double Ronnie Wrist Clocks, Fangtooth, Cauldron Boil, a Harmonia. Harmonia could be a problem. Nice. I'm just doing Dust Chronicles. I have to tune after. Americans feel weird saying Zed because of Power Rangers. I've never heard that before, Ketzer, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that insight. I think this is a fine hand. This does actually have Tremor synergy, but the Gauntlet of Command first is actually pretty nice, because Kolf can fight. I don't know. I actually don't know if I want to keep this hand or not, but I don't think it's bad. This actually looks like a pretty decent deck to banish. We'll keep and we'll... Fangtooth, not what I want to see. Not at all what I want to see. Get that out of here. Okay. Well, we'll play that. Play that. And we'll presume that Kolf dies. Maybe not. Maybe not. But presuming. Presuming. Yeah. Man, I don't even know. I feel like we just cycle. Okay, MMR not live here. Right, that's 1620. So here I think we just go Brobnar. We reap. We Gauntlet of Command, and we just reap again. And I want to keep... I'm actually going to keep this MMR, because if we get... Oh, that doesn't quite do it. Yeah, already reap is pretty nice. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have played them MMR. Just one free key just accelerates this deck so much. It's so hard not to. It's so hard not to play the MMR because it just really does just accelerate it hard. I would like to play them to play some creatures so I can play my discards. It's gonna destroy the Gauntlet anyway, right? Okay. So we'll finally call this. So we'll call the week. We'll banish. Do we play Ember Imp? Yeah. to protect our lollop. So that's 15, 20, 22. If we had drawn the second lollop there, that would have been oh my god. That's okay. Keyforge blue, man. I think we just called this. Play that, man. So weird. This is such a weird game. Yeah, I actually don't know why I played that. I don't know why I played that. What a top deck. Yeah, I don't know why I played my Lash Dinobot. I think it was I just completely forgot they hit and run to the snack. I saw that they hit and run to the snack left or back in their hand, but I completely just forgot about it. Okay, watch. Maybe. Because here we can, what is this, 15. Damn it, is that not enough? No, it's not enough. Okay. Alright, we'll sacrifice that. It's okay. Alright, we're stalling. It's okay. Do I even have Brobnar left? Not a ton, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I mean, the Scullion on board is going to help a lot. Yeah, Desania's gone, so they are free. But I'm imagining they'll probably kill their own Harmonia here. Kill their own Fidget. Well, let's see, that's 17, that's 18, 22, 27, yeah, we'll call Brobnar. So that's 9, that's 20, 27, okay. We got our free key. Interesting. So here we can call logos. So we'll play the time traveler. Oh, I actually do like taking the charrette there. So we can take the charrette, or we can try and archive one from top. I think taking the charrette is... We want this not on the flank. We'll do discard pile. So here we play Life Ward. There we play Titan Mechanic. Would have loved to see the, yeah, and keep the shred. That's pretty nice. And we got a Restaurant Guntus coming in here next turn. Because I thought it read 1-star peeps as Titan Engineer, we had to put it on a flank, or it needed to be not on a flank. So yeah, that was actually that's just a misplay. That's why. Here I actually probably just crash my Titan Mechanic into the Dilophosaurus, unless I have a way to ward it. Oh, they're exiling it. Well, we'll get our value from Cutthroat Research at least. And here we'll crash it into Broodon Auxiliary. I like that a lot, actually. Not no gosh yet, Dinobot. Not no gosh yet. First we play Cutthroat. We fight there. We reap. We reap. We'll crack our Life Ward. They can take us off check here, for sure. This big a board is not something Visago really wants to see. But it is seeing it. We still got Charrette and Archives. So they have to destroy one of theirs. Yeah, destroy Fangtooth, okay. So as long as they don't gain one more Amber, yeah, so we can still call... So you play Hecatomb, play that, play Charrette, play Restaurant Guntus for Saurian, and we banish Tintadlin. So they can't pick Saurian this turn. I don't know if they have enough to take me off in Dis. I went to 10 on... I made sure to go to 10 so that we can get out of lash range. They can still go They can still go that, but I think in Dis, I think the lashes are... The lash right... Oh, that's actually a Shadows too, actually. So they can still Ronnie and lash. Okay, so they will take me off check. I imagine we won't have an answer here again. Because they can still lash. Yeah, okay. So they sort of had all the answers there, to be fair. Okay, well, not too much we could do there then. Which is a shame. Unless we had a life ward up that turn, maybe it's worth holding the life ward, because it's not like it was used, but yeah, I don't know. We'll still call Logos. First we help from future self. Get back our time traveler. Yeah, I know Dinobot. Get that. Get that. Crack the Life Warden Spite, and we'll reap, and GG. GG. Very close. It was very, very close. I held the MMR for like... That was a lot. Held the MMR for... I held the MMR from the beginning of the game until it was used. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Fangtooth did a ton of work in that game. Good game though, pretty happy with that. And Big Zed is just going off to check on the Archon's Corner, because I think they're doing their podcast tonight, their AC Live. Remember, it's 9 o'clock. So we can do one more game. So we did Visago, we did Kame, we did Basilisk. That's 3 games. It's actually, Visago actually did quite well there. I don't know. Yeah, I was actually pretty impressed there. I don't know what did Chad think about Visago in that game. I was actually pretty happy. I think there wasn't enough. Like, obviously, it has this kind of like, if it's in my NKFL lineup, it's definitely really nice to have the Desania threat. I think even with the big board that they had, I mean, they didn't establish it early, right? So it wasn't like our C really necessarily mattered, but and we got the MMR off. But I mean, we didn't get a. It's not like we didn't work for it. We had to work really, really hard to get the M. That might makes right to actually forge us a key. But one of the reasons I really like this deck is because of how hard, because the MMR is so incredibly live with things like the Titan Mechanic, the Titan Librarian, the Scullion, the Charette. I mean, I don't really want to. I'm not going to MMR my Charette usually. But the double Grox, Ganger Chieftain, Foozle, Bramo, Kolf, double Lollops. The double Lollops really accelerate the MMR so highly. Like, I think, like, this is just quite the card in this Brobnar, where like these two cards are alone on the board. You just need one other creature in this deck, right? It needs to be a Groke, a Foozle. It doesn't really matter. Basically, the only ones that don't help are Pip Pip, Sutterkin, Time Traveler, and Helperbot. And WXP and ever. So I guess there's actually fair enough creatures that don't help. But, you know, if there's any like 2 to 1 creature with both Lollops out, that's an immediate MMR. And I'll trade those creatures for a key any day. Most days. It just accelerates the pace of the game so much. So I know Visago very, very well come into my NKFL lineup. I'm still really thinking about it. It's sort of, there's 2 spots left. One of them is probably Kame, but I don't know if I'm good enough at Kame just quite yet to get it into one of those slots. It might be a deck where I need to give it a bit more practice with first. Because Because it is good. Kame is a really good deck, and it can really take over a game. Stuff like a lot of board capture can hurt it a lot. I wish I had one big Mars creature, so it didn't. I wish I had I wish I had like a Zorg. I actually don't know if Zorg is even in AOA code. AOA. Mars. But no, it actually does well. It usually does a lot better than the Amber Control. I don't know what it is, but the past like 4 games of this deck, the Resonator has not shown up at all timely. But no, Games actually has a really good potential, and if it doesn't come in this season, I think it very well will probably come in the next season after that. Just because I think it really does have Archon NKFL level potential, or Archon Triad level potential. Just might not be, I might not be quite there with it yet, I think is where that comes down to. Doorstep to Heaven is really good in this deck, though. The same with Basilisk. Basilisk didn't have a good showing against what was a pretty gnarly MM Flood deck. But it was a gnarly MM Flood deck. And this is also an MM Flood deck, so can't complain too much. 23 creatures, 18 speed. We just weren't able. They established their board way before we were able to ever establish our board. Because they had like a triple. They had like a 7 creature or 8 creature turn off those double Kirby, off those triple Kirby's, which is you know, shocking. And a Val Jericho too. So. Plus, they took out one of our best removal options early with the implosion, right? Right. So that hurt. But overall, I think no, I think this deck very well could come in as the right thing. One thing I'm looking to replace is a board deck. Right now, I have the Craving Scout Center. Which I know we've talked about on stream before, and especially Dinobot's helping with this. But it's a board-dependent deck. It's a big board deck. But I think with a ton of capture and synergy, one of the problems it has is A, it's not super fast. This is a little overrated. And then the Amber Control is inflated by a pretty decent chunk. And I wish more of the capture pips landed in Sanctum for that has double Scrivener Fabians, which is really good. And if one of the Scrivener Fabians can stick, then you know it can usually do a pretty decent amount of work, right? Basically there's 9 steals in the deck with double Fabians, so that usually goes off. But I think it's too slow, and it's too susceptible to board wipes because it only has 8 pips. This has 10, but it has 18 speed with the Kronos. It's got a Punk. No autoencoder, but you know I think it's as a Torado with a whole bunch of 16. It's got 16 mutants with Torado. Like, that's certainly nothing to scoff at. The Rock Rub can actually do a fair amount of work. It has a True Brew, which provides pretty good taunt, and there's enough destroyed effects like the Essence Scale. Essence Scale works really well with this whole thing. This Quixo has a double enhancement, double draw enhancement. The Snare has double draw enhancements. The Adaptoid has a draw enhancement. The Professor Torado has a draw enhancement. Like it does the MM Flood high efficiency good creatures thing. One thing it can struggle with certainly is its Amber Control. But I think it actually does just fine. So, and you're pretty happy to use all of the houses as a main house if you need to. So out of Mark of Disc, does nice disruption. Punctuated Equilibrium is fantastic disruption. It's got a Punk has a damage pip on it. The Waking Nightmare has a Amber pip, and the Dino Beast is a thing, and the Fandangle has a capture. Like, it does the thing, and I think this very well could come in as a replacement for Craving Scout Senator. Because a board heavy deck, I have like Margaret in there right now, which does kind of does that thing. That's always banned. So I'm hoping Basilisk can sort of take the slot of the Craving Scout Senator. Then if the Craving Scout Senator is banned, then good. Like I think that's sorry, if Basilisk is banned or something, then I think that's good. That'll take the place well of the Craving Scout Senator. And then for my second one is probably Kame, but other than that, you know, might be Hiltborn as well. Probably not Mr. Farhad. I quite like it, but don't think it's not quite there. Hiltborn is really good. It also does pretty well in the end game because it has a lot of recursion. Oh, I'm not gonna play that tonight. I think that's gonna be my last game for tonight. We're gonna wrap up the stream. We're done with that. I'm just gonna be discussing the decks for a little bit, probably for the next like 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap up. But it could be Hiltborn too. I really like Hiltborn. One of the things it does struggle into is big boards across from it. Like it struggles into MM. It usually does pretty well. It does well into Rush usually, which is interesting because it has no scaling amber control. But it usually does fairly well into Rush. And then on top of that, it also does well into, if it's ever a tempo game, Hiltborn does really well into. So, I think it's quite fast at 12 speed. It's got the Exhume, it's got the triple Charrettes, double Albades. It's just good. It's got Time Traveler, it's got the Rocket Boots. The Rocket Boots ever stick to the Sutterkin, just pops right off. I really like Hiltborn. Hiltborn could come in too. It's hard. It is a difficult decision on these last two. I kind of feel like I'm not quite familiar enough with Kame. You know, Kame is certainly not a pedestrian deck. I don't know if you're reading this tooltip, but it's certainly not. Yeah, Hiltborn is awesome. I really love Hiltborn. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite decks to play recently. It feels awesome. It's a 74 SAS, but it has a lot of internal synergy. I know the synergy score is only 8, but it has a lot of internal synergy. And like it has 3 artifacts, and it has on Honey the Trader. One nice part is that with the Dis and Logos shared houses, you know, this like the Crazy Killing Machine can do a lot of work. The Seismo Entangler can do a ton of work too. Like stopping a specific house from reaping is not smart. It's not a small amount of disruption, especially like if we you know, it's just not. It's pretty good disruption. It's stopping a whole house from reaping, especially in endgame. If it lives. Crazy Killing Machine is pretty good, and then we have the Library of the Damned, which gives us a little bit more efficiency. But yeah, 3 Charrettes and 5 Obades, that's 5 creatures. 5 creatures that capture 3 when played. Like, it's just a lot. I wish... Sorry about that. I wish it had a scaling amber control, but I guess who doesn't? Like if this had interdimensional graft in a BDQ or something, it would be awesome. Like that would just be so cool to just pop the Charrettes, pop the Albades, and just take all that amber back. I would love that. If this had a graft. But yeah, I know. We can't have what we want. That would be awesome. Unfortunately, this is Keyforge, and there is no deck building. But no, this deck is pretty sweet. I do like Hiltborn. So it's like Hiltborn, it's these 5, it's these 6, right? So Mr. Fard's probably not coming out. Oops. So you know we can cut this, delete, solves, and shift up. So basically we can cut that. So it's down to these 5. This one's probably coming in to replace the Scout Senator. This one's probably coming in, but maybe then it's Visago, Vervet, or Hiltborn. And Visago is doing actually a very different thing than Vervet, even though they both are kind of similar. Or they're kind of similar decks, but Vervet just never uses. Vervet just doesn't play cards. Vervet just uses its board, which I really like about Vervet. Like, if Vervet establishes a board, which it can usually do, like, I know maybe it sounds weird because like it has like 3 unlock gateways, but Vervet can often do a very good job of a stat. And yeah, Visago has the double life wards. Yeah, Visago has double life wards. Does the Hiltborn have double life ward too? No, yeah. So just Visago. Visago has a double life ward, which is really good because I compare with stuff like Banish and whatnot. I do almost prefer the single life ward in Vervet though, because with the triple unlock gateways, it's fairly easy to set up crack the life ward, and then unlock gateway and just board is gone. Vervet in my Swiss tournament also went 3-1. Its one loss was to Basilisk, and that was because it got the Forge compiler down. It got the Forge compiler down the first time. And Vervet had to drop 2 unlock gateways more or less in a row. Yeah, Vervet pretty much dropped 2 unlock gateways in a row just to deal with the board, because at that point the board was just way too much. But so that was its one loss was to Basilisk. Still put up a really good fight though. And the one Garok does a lot more Amber control than what this is saying. So the Amber control is definitely better than it says. So I don't know, it's tough choices. And also Dinobot, the Visago has the double life wards, and it has Desania, which is one of the big draws for me of also why I like it so much. Because and for like really archive heavy decks, which are really prevalent in the NKFL, like Desania just is a huge killer to those lineups. So just the fact alone, it's not only a good deck, obviously it just put up a pretty good fight in that last game we played, but not only that, it's got the live MMR, so it's working on a free key, plus if the Desania ever gets value, like it's just so brutal. So maybe. How many decks do you have? Like how many decks are there that get Might Makes Right off almost every game? Visago does pretty much almost every game get Visago Might Makes Right off, and like operating on a whole free key is just like that's pretty crazy tempo. At least I think so. So I don't know. It's tough. It is really tough between. It's really tough between these 4. I'm a lot more familiar with Vervet. If I go into decks here, you can see what my stats are in Vervet. I have 35 games on Vervet on this on my main TCO account, not including the out, so not including my own solo test games. Or some of these are probably my solo test games, depending on which account. But right, I have 35 games played on Vervet, with like a 57% win rate. That's not bad at all. So no, I'm a huge fan of yeah, you should try it sometime. You should try your MMR deck on stream. I think MMR is like, if MMR goes off, like, forging a key for free is, like, I cannot state how much pressure it applies to your opponent to immediately go from 1 key in some amber to 2 keys in some amber. Usually not that late into a game, right? It's usually like it just like it changes the whole it changes all the math of the match. Yeah, definitely more AoE. Basically, every deck I'm looking at besides Basilisk is AoE. Visago's AoE, Vervet's AoE, Hiltborn is AoE, and Kame is AoE. So there's going to be one more AoE coming into my lineup. And actually, like, I know these are like, I think I'm a lot less hung up on SAS than I used to be. I thought I was hung up on SAS last season, but like, none of these are high SAS decks. Like Hiltborn's 74, Vervet's a 69, and Visago's a 70. I am very happy to run any of these in my NKFL. I think that's why this choice makes this choice so hard, and like they're all low 70s, right? So one's a 69, one's a 70, one's a 74. So it's like, none of them are super high SAS, but I think they all do their own thing really well. So, ooh, we'll see. I'm kind of just tempted to bring. I don't know. I at some point I'm just gonna have to flip a coin and see. Probably. All the AoE. I'm a huge fan of AoE in Dark Tidings, so. But I think that'll be it from me tonight. I will be getting on with my evening. And I hope everyone who's watching the stream, I think Archon's Corner is live now. I'll double check that. Yeah, Archon's Corner is live. So I will end the stream here. Thank you so much everyone for coming out. Thank you Dinobot, Ketzer, Zoc, One Star Peeps, Anxious Pirate. So thank you all. Thank you to my opponents on TCO tonight. Those games were a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, Big Zed, for entertaining us twice. Handing losses both times, but at least giving Visago a little bit of a showing. So I actually don't know if any of the other Keyforge channels are streaming. No, doesn't look like it. Not tonight. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you for chatting. And thank you, Dinobot. Always happy to discuss NKFL strategies with you, as always. And you just have to keep an eye out for what I actually end up going with. So have a good night, everyone. This has been Swindle's Dusk Chronicles, a chapter of NKFL testing with your host, Murph. Unfortunately, no Karen, but she'll be back next time, I'm certain. And hopefully you've been enjoying Karen's solo streams as well, and you can watch those videos when they're live on the YouTube channel for Swindle's Dusk Chronicles, which I'll link quickly in the chat. And excitingly, Kagi signups are live. If you haven't done that, I know Dinobot in chat has done that. Kagi, Keyforge's Guardianfield Intended Season 6 is live on the Sanctimonious Discord under the hashtag Kagi channel. You can find it in most of the event advertising channels in most. One Star Peeps has done that too. Awesome. Both cool. Both are cool people. They've signed up. That's awesome. You should too. It's just pure best of 3 adaptive. Pretty close to if you're playing in person. You roll up to each round with a deck. That's the first time both people are seeing it. You play the 2 to 3 games, and you go home. It's play schedule as you can. So it's pretty easy. You basically get 1 week per match plus 1 buffer week. This will change depending on how many people are in the league, and also depending on how many pod size. It also depends on more or less time. This is my first season running it. If timelines are too slow or too fast, we can adjust as you go from there. But as such, that is a timeline I've sort of landed on for now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Go sign up for Kagi. Swim Team Events 4 is going to be launching, which I hope Karen and I will have to do some coverage. Algernoner recently won the NKFL Gold playoffs, so he is the winner of the winners of NKFL Gold. So congratulations to Algernon. Unfortunately, that match couldn't be covered today, as it seems that all the people who streamed were busy. But here was a great match, so congratulations to Christopher, Wiz12, and Algernoner for those 3 exciting games. Algernoner finally taking it home in the end. So that's going to be it from me. Everyone have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time.